Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday morning around 8:15. I'm getting ready to drop the girls off to the sitter and the oldest one off to school. They're actually here with me. Say hi, girls.
Hi.
That's Ariana and Addison. But I want to come to you today and talk a little bit about Keto Coffee. I've been drinking black coffee for the last few months, and I finally last night after work decided to add some fat to my coffee. After a few months off, I want to let you know the effects it had on me, why I think that's the case, and what I use in my ketogenic coffees. So stay tuned. I'm going to get the girls off to where they need to be. I'm going to take my 30-mile drive to work, and I will check in with you all in a little bit. All right, so Keto Coffee. Let's talk about it a little bit. So when I first heard about ketosis and dove into the diet, I myself thought that keto coffee was going to be a stretch for me. There was no way, coming from a personal trainer, athlete type background, that it would be healthy to eat all that fat, but especially in a coffee. Lo and behold, months into the ketogenic diet, I started drinking keto coffee. I make mine with Kerrygold butter, salted in the yellow brick, straight MCT oil, and I was using heavy whipping cream in the early days of my ketogenic journey to add some calories. I've cut that out, so now I stick to a tablespoon of MCT oil and a tablespoon of Kerrygold butter, and every once in a while I throw in a couple drops of stevia, but that is it for my keto coffee. That really helped me, especially in maybe not the beginning of keto. Like I said, I was a little bit afraid to drink all that fat, but as I started doing some more research and finding out the benefits of doing it and how it can help with appetite suppression, ketone production, and maybe even intermittent fasting, I dove right in. I started drinking it. I mean, to me, I love it. The flavor of butter in your coffee is amazing. So if you haven't tried it, go try it. Get some Kerrygold butter, get some MCT oil or coconut oil if you like the flavor, and drop it in your coffee. Whisk it up real good or stick it in a blender, and you will love it. Having said that, for the last few months, though, I've been drinking straight black coffee. I actually have some decaf in my cup right now. I gave myself a break. I decided I wanted to use those calories that I was consuming elsewhere. I've upped my protein a little bit and kind of cut back on the fats. My ranges now are probably 70% fat. My macro is 70% fat, 65 to 70% fat, 20 to 25% protein, and definitely always 5% carbs or less. And for me, I stick to 30 grams a day or less no matter what. Total carbs. I find that works best for me. It might be different for you. Everybody's different, but that's what works best for me, especially when I want to start seeing some results in the mirror quickly. So, like I said earlier, last night I came home from work. There was a little bit of coffee left in the coffee pot. I turned it on. I let it warm up, and I decided I was going to stick a tablespoon of Kerrygold butter and a tablespoon of MCT oil in there. I hadn't had it in a while. I felt like I needed it for some reason and wanted to give it a shot again. So after all that time, after months and months and months with drinking just straight black coffee, I couldn't sleep last night. I'll be honest with you. It took me until almost about 12 o'clock to go to bed, and I had this coffee probably around 6:30 or 7. And caffeine normally doesn't affect me, so I know it wasn't the caffeine. I can drink coffee now, and I can fall asleep 2 minutes from now if I wanted to. But the potency and the energy that ketones provide your body through the digestion of the MCT oil I added to my coffee is insane. No wonder why the ketogenic diet is so sustainable. When you can teach your body to run off ketones all day, every day, you have endless amounts of energy. Your stamina at the gym should be better, maybe not weightlifting necessarily when it comes to strength, at least for the long term. But if you're taking on bouts of cardio multiple times a week, you should be able to last a lot longer at the same pace than you ever have, just by running on ketones. And last night, laying in bed, tossing and turning, I got through a lot of the show Manifest. I don't know if you all are watching that, but if you haven't watched it, go check it out. It's a pretty good show, fairly intriguing, keeps my interest throughout the episode, which is hard to do. But I seriously couldn't sleep, and I missed that feeling of that energy. So this morning, I had another keto coffee. When I woke up, it was about 5:30 or so, 5:45 in the morning. I added a tablespoon of Kerrygold butter and a tablespoon of MCT oil to my coffee again. And again, instant energy, especially with my body not being used to it. It does give you a little bit of digestive issues. If you're not used to straight MCT oil, sometimes it can hurt your stomach. I found that to be the case last night and this morning, but I've missed the energy, those immediate ketones from MCT oil, going straight to the liver to be turned into ketones. That energy is insane, and I've decided that keto coffee is going to become a part of my life again. I'm going to use it to my advantage and use that ketone production to my advantage to get better in the gym, to take on longer bouts of cardio, whether it's low intensity steady state cardio or high intensity interval training. I feel like that ketone production will definitely enhance your workout in the gym. So, man, I'm telling you, the energy, I just keep going back to it. It was insane. I've missed that feeling. Keto coffee is awesome. If you guys haven't tried it, please go find a good quality grass-fed butter and then get yourself some MCT oil or some C8 MCT oil, if that might be a little bit easier on your digestive system. Perfect Keto is a good company for some C8. If not, you can probably find it on Amazon. They have everything. I'm sure you can find it there. So check out either some MCT oil or C8 to put in your coffee. Keep those energy levels up, especially in the beginning. When you are starting a ketogenic diet, you are going to inevitably feel lethargic, maybe in the first few days, the first week, the first month, while your body adapts and while you're constantly excreting sodium, magnesium, potassium because of your kidney regulation and the role insulin has on regulating your kidneys and retaining water. As you constantly pee out water, you're losing electrolytes with it. And while you need to take that in through either salting your water, salting your foods, eating enough leafy greens to get your potassium in, you can enhance your energy levels through something like a ketogenic coffee and the enhancement of ketone production from MCT oil is crucial to a lot of people to help them sustain that energy in that first week or two. I talked to a friend of mine on the way home today who called me and said, "Hey man, I started keto yesterday." And I kind of snickered because I've known the kid since he was 6 years old. We still talk quite often. Our kids hang out together. And he had told me multiple times that this was what he was going to do. And I said, "Okay, well, let's do it. I'll help you." And today he called me and said the same thing. And I even told him, be ready for this, that, and the other thing to happen. So be ready to replace your electrolytes. Make sure you're salting your foods. Make sure you're putting it in your water if you are doing long bouts of cardio or fitness training in the gym or weightlifting in the gym. And then, look into, he drinks black coffee, so I told him, look into something like butter and MCT oil only, at least in the morning, and if not, maybe, if you can't tolerate it in the morning, maybe before a round of exercise or something like that, a couple hours before your exercise. Drink a keto coffee. It will help you transition in the diet and maintain your energy levels, which is crucial to success. A lot of people are going to start this diet and they're going to find their energy levels waning from the beginning, and they're not going to know how to combat it without doing some research. So, it's going to turn people off from the beginning, and it's unfortunate because this diet can help you long-term maintain your weight, reach your goals, and keep your mitochondria healthy, which is probably the most important benefit. I hear a lot, and I watch a lot on YouTube about everybody talking about the weight loss and the success and the goal of losing weight and the success that comes with doing keto to get there. But for me, the bigger picture is more than that. Yeah, I want to have a ripped six-pack by summertime, of course, and that's why I joined the Keto Cut community, so my boy Logan can keep everybody honest and keep us heading in the right direction. But at the same time, when it comes to, you know, this diet and this way of eating, I really want this for long-term success and health, and the role that ketones play and nutritional ketosis plays in mitochondrial function, and that role and that influence on longevity, based on the research. I mean, there's no reason to think that you can't live a long, healthy, functional life regardless of what age you end up going at. There's reason for me to believe personally, and this is obviously not medical advice, but there's reason for me to believe personally that this diet will help me maintain my mobility, my strength, and my brain function, most importantly, as I age. So while I see it as a great way to maintain a low body fat percentage and, you know, run a little bit longer, I'm in this for the long run. I did this because my body felt sick and I needed something that could change that feeling. This diet is it. And Keto Coffee has been a great supplement to help me stick to this diet long term, just about 2 years now. Regulate my ketone production, maintain or enhance my energy levels, especially when it comes to fitness. And again, if you haven't tried it, please go try some butter and some coconut or MCT oil in your coffee. You're gonna love it, I promise. So that's about all I have for tonight. I'm gonna wrap up cleaning up the house before my wife and the girls get home. If you have any questions about ketogenic coffee, the ketogenic cut community, what we're a part of, any questions for me, what I can do better. I know I ramble a lot. I'm new at this. I'm challenging myself to get out there and become a better speaker. I want to be able to reach out to you and help you with your goals, help you maintain a healthy lifestyle. So if there's anything I can do to help, please don't be afraid to leave your comments below. Let me know what it is. Like and subscribe, please, please, please. It means a lot to me. Please like and subscribe the video and leave your comments. I will get back to you. Thank you for taking the time. I appreciate it. Peace.